Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a quick video and it's only about two topics, but they're very similar. So let's just jump into it because I thought it was pretty stupid and funny at the same time. So the first article comes from Pink News and it's called Humble Bundle Under Fire for Supporting LGBTQ plus charities by Selling Harry Potter Books. That's right, you heard that right. Apparently trying to support a charity gets you in trouble. So, let's find out what happened, shall we? Humble Bundle has come under fire after choosing to raise money for a major LGBTQ plus charity by selling Harry Potter themed books. The digital storefront, known for its pay-what-you-want charity bundles of games, books, and software, announced its unofficial Harry Potter reference library on Saturday, the 19th of July. The bundle features 10 unofficial titles which feature information and trivia from the Wizarding World, including guides from fan site MuggleNet. If you don't know what MuggleNet is, that is basically the number one Harry Potter site, or at least it was until they went haywire in around 2020. Paying a minimum of $1 will back customers a digital copy of the Ultimate Wizarding World joke, while those paying at least $8 will acquire What Would Harry Do and Where in the Wizarding World. To get all 10 books, it will cost $15 or more. So again, guys, these aren't official Harry Potter books, but they're like trivia books, unofficially licensed books. Some of these books that MuggleNet wrote were before Deathly Hallows came out, and it was like, what do you think is going to happen in book 7 and things like that. A portion of the money will go to the Trevor Project, an LGBTQ plus suicide prevention charity for youngsters. Users can choose to donate anywhere from 4 to 41% of their payment, with the rest of going to Humble Bundle and digital publisher Topics Media Lab. So far, close to $860 has been raised. However, the scheme has faced a backlash from online users angry that given her controversial views on trans people, J.K. Rowling's work is being indirectly supported and promoted by the book selection. That's right, it's not even J.K. Rowling's books. They're books based on the Wizarding World, not published by her, not authorized by her, not authorized by Warner Brothers. Literally nothing to do with it. J.K. Rowling doesn't make a single dime off those books. Let me say that again. J.K. Rowling does not make any money off these books because they're not hers. They are not licensed by her IP or Warner Brothers. Isn't that nuts? It continues on saying, according to Forbes, J.K. Rowling has earned an estimated $80 million since she first began posting about trans people in 2020, including profits from Harry Potter-related movies, TV shows, theme parks, video games, theater productions, and merch. One user described the bundle as a blatant fuck you to the LGBTQ plus community, while another wrote that funding an LGBTQ plus charity doesn't absolve Humble Bundle of anything. A disclaimer on the bundle storefront says the Trevor Project was not involved in the selection of the content in this promotion, and that the views, opinions, and ideas expressed in the books are not endorsed by and do not reflect or represent the views and opinions of the Trevor Project. Isn't that insane? Again, these are not licensed books by J.K. Rowling, and if they were, who cares? It's for going for what you would assume is a good cause. It's literally helping people with mental health issues, because clearly if you're wanting to unalive yourself, you're not all there, right? I'm not trying to be a dick. It's true. You need some help. This is nuts. And the fact that like the disclaimer of the bundle store has to say the Trevor Project's not even involved, it's like, really? It's just a charity. Now we have to have this like type of like these statements stated now for a charity, like clown world. And honestly, this article goes on and on and on about the they-thems that are mad and how much money has been raised. The gist of it is that basically unlicensed Harry Potter books that are not licensed by Rowling or Warner Brothers are helping a charity for what you would think is a good cause, but the they-thems are mad about it. Let's move on to more they-them mad. This comes from BoardGameWire.com. And it says, reviewers, including no pun included, shut up and sit down, boycott Codenames publisher CGE for releasing new Harry Potter game while ignoring J.K. Rowling's anti-trans rhetoric. This was posted 2 days ago. Actually, and I have to say thank you to Yellowflash for sending me this one. I hadn't seen this until he did. Some of Board Game's biggest and most influential reviewers are boycotting Codename Publishers' Check Games Edition after the company decided to release a new Harry Potter-themed version of the game despite years of anti-trans campaigning from the character's creator, J.K. Rowling. See, that's a little bit slanderous, you constantly saying anti-trans. You can call it controversial, because sure, why not, but anti-trans? I don't know about that one. CGE faced an immediate online backlash after unveiling codenames back to Hogwarts on social media site Blue Sky on July 23rd, with the announcement receiving hundreds of responses attacking the decision before the codenames account locked comments and switched off the function, allowing users to share the post alongside their own remarks. So your first mistake was posted on Blue Sky because that's where they all hide. They're all over there. They're like just reading and all that. And here's the post in question. This is the post. So you just got a little bit of information on it, and then you just start scrolling down. How many millions did J.K. Rowling spend from her Harry Potter fortune to make sure some women get harassed in bathrooms or something like that? Notice the trans flag. Shitting on Harry Potter people who love reading the books. If I brought this product to a party of my friends, they would rightfully beat me to death. Like, who posts these things and what kind of friends do you have, bunny? I love codenames, and I am so disappointed you're partnering with a proudly transphobic person who is actively and smugly making life worse for marginalized folks. I hope you rethink this partnership and your complicity. Not a good look, guys. Another trans one here. With this, you are funneling money towards the campaign to remove my rights as a trans person in the UK. I would love for you to tell me what rights you are losing. What rights have you lost? Let me know, Cassie. I will never purchase one of your products. We'll be advising my friends and family to do the same. We'll be writing to my local game stores not to carry your products. Diamanda says, well, I am certainly looking forward to never buying any of your games. I came here to laugh at you. Nope. Thanks for letting me know to never buy your games. Do you see how insane and unhinged these people are? So this is on codenames for posting on Blue Sky because like that's all where they conquered the gate. They left Twitter and went here in the little echo chamber. That is basically what they do. Let's continue the article. The continued online criticism intensified 2 days later when CGE released a short statement attempting to justify its decision to release the game, which was panned for going out of its way to avoid mentioning Harry Potter or J.K. Rowling by name. What? Let's look at this, shall we? Why we create the new licensed version of codenames? That's it? This is hilarious. I don't see where in this post you're actually justifying your choice to fund anti-trans legislation in this post. The bigot you've knowingly chosen to work with has explicitly said she will use these funds to do so. What's your excuse for that? I would love to know where J.K. Rowling said she would use the funds to do so and to make people's lives miserable. I would love to know where it states these statements from J.K. Rowling. Love it. But let's go look at what they have to say. Why we created the new licensed version of Codenames. This was from like 6 days ago. I didn't even realize this. When we embarked on creating the newly announced version of Codenames many years ago, it was a dream come true for many of us at CGE. The vast world of magic featured in the upcoming Codenames has been a source of inspiration. It ignited a passion for learning English and exploring new worlds through reading. It shaped our childhood, sparked imagination, or gave comfort in difficult times. We know many people around the world share the same sentiment about this universe, even among those who have been hurt by the public views and actions of its creator. Deciding whether those feelings should also transfer to the once beloved world is up to everyone. Once beloved. I still love it. So that's a lie right there. And we fully respect and understand those who do not wish to engage with this game. We still believe in the magic of stories and connection they create between people. Honestly, after this statement, I do not want to buy anything from this company, like, ever. They are just caving to the freaking reason, the they-thems for no reason. It's literally a board game. It doesn't bother anybody. As this is an ongoing conversation, we encourage everyone to approach this discussion with care, empathy, and respect, both online and in person. So if you're wondering what this game looked like, this is it. Release Q4 2025. It looks beautiful for this little photo. I think it looks nice. I'm sure it'll be a fun game for those who want to play. But after hearing them, they're straight up caving in this one. Once beloved, they don't even have the balls to mention J.K. Rowling. They don't even have the balls to mention Harry Potter. Like, you're just leaving this as is. Like, this is so stupid. Honestly, cowards. These are cowards.
Fight back! You coward, fight back!
Reading and bending a knee to the people who are insane, like Pandora over here, or like all these insane people in this thread. They're all insane. There's nothing really to say that other people haven't already, but I'm joining in and mentioning this is a mistake, and if this doesn't get canceled, I'll do what I can to make sure none of my friends buy any of your games again. Do you see how threatening these people are? I want to cancel your stuff because I don't agree with what the creator of an IP has said. This stuff is insane. And again, these people bent the knee by this stupid statement instead of saying, if you don't like it, that's too bad. They didn't do that. It's nuts. Let's keep going with this article. So it follows up here saying, that statement also immediately came under fire online for its attempt to separate the art from the artist, while failing to address that Rowling, a dollar billionaire thanks to Harry Potter, has used financial proceeds from her creation to directly fund organizations attempting to strip trans people of their rights. You know, let's just see where this takes us. We're going on an adventure here. GCN.IE uses wealth to fund anti-trans organization? What? The Women's Fund? Huh? Sometimes I wish I would record these with my camera on. This is hilarious. Women for Scotland? So hang on a second. A group dedicated to preserving the rights of women is somehow anti-trans. Do they understand that trans women are not women and that they are men and that men's rights have never been taken away? Holy shit. The IQ that I have dropped reading this is insane. Anyway, let's keep going. This is funny. Despite the situation as an ongoing conversation, CGE has blocked commenting on the statement on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. So here's the thing. You're caving, you're blocking the conversation. I never am for pro-censorship, no matter how stupid the people are in the comments. You should always leave comments on, don't delete comments, all that stuff. It goes without saying, but wow. The codenames Blue Sky has also blocked more than 200 users since making the Back to Hogwarts announcement, including board game video review site No Pun Included, veteran tabletop gaming reviewer Matt Thrower, and a massive trans and trans rights supporting profiles. Maybe because these people are harassing the account and threatening? I don't know. That could probably have something to do with blocking. Now, I also don't really like blocking unless it's like some serious harassment. Like on my own Twitter, I get the weirdest shit, right? But I never block. I always mute. I always mute. I never block because if you block, that other person is winning. A wave of large and small board game reviewers alike have since vowed to boycott Czech Games title in their future coverage. Ivka Bladkus, the co-creator of No Pun Included, which has more than 96,000 subscribers on YouTube, told Board Game Wire that they hope the NPI's boycott would persuade other board game media makers to follow suit. This is insane. It's a board game. You know, you should really stick to it instead of making your agenda, because that's not how you make money, you know? You're not supposed to have an agenda. You're not supposed to be political in either way, because you're just making a product and you want to appeal to every single person. So no, you shouldn't be doing any type of politics because you should want to make the most money. Like, hello? Did they ever take like finance in college? What is this? It's so stupid. Okay, let's keep going. He said boycotting someone sounds like a big thing, but we want to make it clear from our side it isn't. We're simply choosing to no longer cover an established publisher who made business decisions that are resulting in harm to a marginalized community. It's not the first one, and sadly won't be the last. Czech Games Edition chose to carry a Harry Potter theme game. Oh no, they chose to make money. How dare they? How dare they thems? We don't know over what circumstance they got the license, how long it has been in their hands, or what their contract looks like, and we dare not speculate. Ugh. But somewhere, somehow, we presume a decision was made by them to carry on with this in 2025. Oh no! And it is a decision that will hurt many people who enjoy board games and codenames specifically. We don't want to be contributing to that harm, so our decision is automatic. At NPI, our output is curated and small, and because of that, we chose carefully what we cover. In an environment where more board games are being made than can ever be played, eliminating a publisher's catalog from the roster allows for space for other voices to be showcased. So what this just meant is that this person doesn't like J.K. Rowling and her opinions. Therefore, because this person doesn't like their opinions, J.K. Rowling should be canceled, the Harry Potter IP should be removed and silenced and squashed from existence. But someone whose opinion they do cater to, well then that opinion, that voice, should be elevated and should be made into a game. That is literally what they just said. That is insane. I don't like what you have to say, so goodbye. So stupid. We hope that as a byproduct of this decision, we can show an example to others who make media about board games, and if they made similar decisions, we think this is to be celebrated. Tom Brewster, the editor-in-chief of Board Game Review's giant Shut Up and Sit Down, told Board Game Wire the site would be also boycotting CGE's games, a huge blow given its huge, long-standing popularity and 449,000 strong subscriber base. He said, I failed to see Harry Potter codenames as anything but a soulish cash grab that's tremendously insulting to the trans folks J.K. Rowling has been trying her best to oust from public life. Again, I would love examples of J.K. Rowling throwing people away, as they state. It's a product to sell to people who prioritize their nostalgia for children's fantasy over the culture their trans friends and family live in. What does this mean? Let's just take this out. So because I am not Japanese and I don't have anything to do with Japanese culture, I am prioritizing my nostalgia? Huh? Like, you see how you can just change trans culture, which what the fuck is that in the first place, to let's say Japanese culture, German culture, whatever. You see how stupid that is? Rowling is a miserable bigot who has routinely chosen to create a more dangerous world for trans people. She wields real influence and has used it to set us back as far as possible every single time. What does that even mean? What rights have you lost? Where are you going now? Apparently you've lost your rights and you've been set back. Where? Where are you now? Let me know. Do you even know, if you're on Earth at this point? To tie a well-respected brand to such a visibly horrible individual is just a shockingly poor decision on all fronts. There are other published Harry Potter games out there, but I can see many of them being made before or whilst Rowling just stated into the frightful transphobe she's become. CGE's attempt to have a bite of the apple has likely created entirely within this era of blatant, all-out transphobia. Holy shit, who would have thought that protecting women's rights, protecting the rights of children is somehow anti-trans? Does that make any sense to you? What world are these people in? And I feel like some of these people need their hard drive checked. I'm just gonna say that. Electing to block trans people and allies on their socials is perhaps the most grim part of it all. A clear signifier of hearing and not listening or not caring, followed by a pathetic company statement that says nothing at all. So on this part, I will say you should never block. Again, I'm saying that you should never block. That statement was actually pathetic because it doesn't say anything at all. It was cowardly, so I agree with that bit a little bit. SU and SD is electing to not cover CGE games for the foreseeable future. I don't know when or how that will change, but it starts with a real acknowledgement of the tangible harm Rowling has done. Until then, we simply cover other games. This goes on and on and on about how they don't like Harry Potter or J.K. Rowling, that she's super transphobic. Holy shit. All right, well, let's keep going. Jared Michael has more than 93,000 subscribers to his 3-minute board games YouTube channel. I love how he says, said on Blue Sky that we was currently preparing to throw out work on a pair of CGE reviews in the wake of the Back to Hogwarts announcement, saying there's a binary choice here. Support trans people or sell Harry Potter merch. He told Board Game Wire, 3-Minute Board Game has a public policy against J.K. Rowling since 2019 when 3MBG co-creator Stephanie first mentioned it in her Top 25 Games video. This is nuts. These people are unhinged and have no lives. She did that because of Joanne's growing transphobia and general awfulness to transpho. 6 years later, and Joanne has gone from awful comments to actively using her financial might to suppress trans folks in the UK and other countries as well. See, they keep saying this stuff, but they never actually provide examples or receipts, and it's the same statements over and over again, like these are robots. She has boasted online about how her royalty checks are used to fund the suppression and exclusion of trans folk from society. To us, this is a very simple ethical decision. We cannot use our platform to promote a product that will funnel funds into a war chest for promoting bigotry, and we can't support a company that endorses this either. This has nothing to do with Harry Potter itself and everything to do with Joanne Rowling and her personal decisions to use her fortune to promote transphobia on a global scale. God, this is so annoying. Blah, 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 blah. Holy shit. It just keeps going. Oh my god, how long is this article? Yeah, what is that? Anyway, moving on. Oh, it finally ends here. This is just a giant hit piece, honestly. I'm not gonna read the rest of this, guys. I think you guys are fairly understanding of this whole point. The point is, they want to cancel J.K. Rowling. They want to cancel Harry Potter, and here's the thing. We've already seen how this has gone. In 2023, Hogwarts Legacy was about to be released, and how did a lot of these they-thems react? They tried to cancel the game. They were harassing streamers who would play the game, and in fact, I actually witnessed this myself. I was live streaming the game on my Twitch, and somebody came in and spoiled the ending for me because they were so mad that I was playing the game in the first place. They were like, I hope you have a lot of fun. These people are miserable. I mean, dude, look at this person, this Marceline, whatever. Clearly, miserable person, the snarky attitude of the face and everything. So here's the thing. The difference is, though, with the Hogwarts Legacy, people want to play that game because Hogwarts Legacy and Avalanche and what WB Games were never really saying anything about the trans comments. The only people who said anything was the stupid voice actor for the male character. Like how you could choose, you know, type 1, type 2, because obviously you can't say male or female in the game, even though you're a witch or wizard. He came out and made a stupid statement, but other than that, there was no real statement about the trans stuff. It was just ignored, which was the right thing to do. Just carry on, you showcase the game, you go, here's my game, here's my product, have at it. Here, they made this stupid cowardly comment without even saying anything. It was just a load of waffle. You don't say anything. You don't even say the name. You don't even talk about the franchise in the first place. Like, I feel like with this statement, the people who wanted to buy this game and support you because of how insane and angry the trans people and the alphabet people became, they're no longer going to be interested in buying this anymore because of this statement, because you backed down, you bent the knee. I really don't know how this is going to turn out anymore. Maybe I'm wrong and people will not give a shit about this statement and they'll buy the game if they want to buy the game. Who knows? But I do want to point out today is July 31st, 2025, which means it's actually J.K. Rowling's and Harry Potter's birthday. And I had commented this because WB constantly ignores J.K. Rowling's birthday for a very long time now. So they had said happy birthday Harry to the boy who lived. And I commented saying also happy birthday J.K. Rowling. The fact WB can't even say that is insane. Now Bruno was like, I totally agree. Oh my god, thank you. Yes, happy birthday to the queen. And I don't know, apparently there was a fourth reply, but it seems to have been hidden. But even looking on my phone, it's not there. So I'm guessing it was hidden by Instagram. I don't know, it's gone though, so that's kind of funny. But just to prove it, back in 2013, on July 31st, they mentioned J.K. Rowling's name. So over a decade ago. Now, I went through the Harry Potter Twitter account and the Wizarding World account, and I really couldn't find anything else except for this tweet recognizing J.K. Rowling's birthday. Like, this is the only one I could find. Now, it's highly likely that I missed it, but I searched, right? I went on the accounts and I searched J.K. Rowling. I searched birthday. I searched July 31st, and this is the only thing I could find. The point of that is, I also think WB is a bit of a coward because they don't mention J.K. Rowling's birthday anymore, especially nowadays, right? In 2013, there was no controversy. It was 2 years after Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out. There was really no controversy whatsoever. So anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.